The Dragon Egg, a rare item in every Minecraft world, a trophy for beating the #1 boss of Minecraft. Normally there is only one dragon egg per Minecraft world, but not on SMP Earth. On the youngest geopolitical server in Minecraft, there are actually 5 dragon eggs due to the real and fake moon landings. Today, we are going to be talking about the 4th dragon egg, as it has some history and events behind it. Also comment down below what nation you support most on SMP Earth. Anyways, sit back and enjoy this SMP Earth history video. Also, leave a like and subscribe to see future SMP Earth content. The story starts on the moon. After defeating Big Bertha, the ender dragon of SMP Earth, a dragon egg spawned on the exit fountain. This happens in every Minecraft world after defeating the ender dragon, so this was expected. What was unexpected though was that there were 3 more dragon eggs hidden around the main end island. One was found in the octangular structure by Grunk, but later claimed by Captain Sparkles. Another was located in the hidden moon base beneath the main end island. This is the egg that started the Dragon Egg War. You see, in Minecraft you get an achievement for holding the dragon egg, and some of the players wanted that achievement. Sneak, being the one who found the base, took hold of the dragon egg and got the achievement. He was then asked by Philza, an ally to his country, to hold the dragon egg so he could get the achievement as well. Sneak agreed, and passed Philza the egg, granting him the achievement. Wilbur, who was an ally of the Antarctic Empire, keep in mind, asked Philza if he could hold the dragon egg so he could get the achievement as well. Philza agreed and gave the egg to Wilbur, and he got the achievement. Though right after this, Wilbur logged off of the server, holding the egg, and left the voice chat as well. This was seen as an act of war, and started the first Dragon Egg War. Yes, there's another, and I might cover it another time. This act angered the Antarctic Empire, and especially Technoblade. The Empire were trying to get every egg, but since Wilbur took the egg, they could not complete their goal, or so Wilbur says. Since the Antarcticans were angry and Wilbur was not online, they took their wrath out on the only other member online of Newfoundland, Sophie, Texas. I know I mispronounced Newfoundland a lot, and I looked up the pronunciation and this is how it said to pronounce it, so if I'm still mispronouncing it, well, that's just a rip then. She was quickly met by Technoblade, who did not intend to kill her, but after some scuffling, he accidentally did. Sophie did later return, but due to his mistake earlier, Techno only punched Sophie until she ran back through the end portal to escape. Wilbur then logged back into the server a few days later and was instantly contacted by Philza to go into negotiations. Wilbur constructed a landing strip above the ocean and let Philza land there. After landing, Philza got into Wilbur's plane and they both flew to Newfoundland to begin negotiations. After landing, negotiations did not last long, as Wilbur soon asked Philza to place down an ender chest so he could take the dragon egg out. This was a bluff, as Wilbur still had the egg in his inventory. He then placed the egg in the ender chest and informed Phil he had just been bamboozled for a 2nd time. Phil was angry at this point, and after his chat informed him that Wilbur's spawn point was nearby, he spawn killed him many times. Wilbur then taunted Phil by telling him no matter how many times that he killed him, it would not change the fact that Wilbur still had the dragon egg. Phil continued killing him, still full with rage, but then Wilbur logged off again. Phil broke a single block on a nearby building to declare his intent to grief Business Bay, but ultimately he decided against it. Phil acknowledged that he had just been wrecked twice by Wilbur's ability to lie. Phil also said that he would not want to play poker with Wilbur as well. He then realized he needed something to fight back with. Something important to Wilbur. P-Dog, the national animal of Newfoundland, was the perfect target. Philza used some X-ray glitching and searching methods and eventually found what he thought was P-Dog. Phil then started dognapping the dog until his chat informed him that that was actually not P-Dog. Phil got a bit annoyed at this, and he had already made some progress back to the Antarctic Empire. He then flew around Newfoundland searching for P-Dog, and eventually, through some mistakes by Sophie, Texas, found out that P-Dog lived in a yellow house and had a yellow collar. This was all Phil needed, as he soon found P-Dog and got him to the ocean, bringing him all the way from Newfoundland to the Antarctic Empire's main base. Phil also told Sophie that if she had lied to him, he would kill the entirety of the dogs remaining at Newfoundland. After traveling for what felt like months, philza finally reached Antarctica, which caused them to end his stream to find a good spot to hide P-Dog. We cut to the next day, when Sophie was building her train station, when suddenly, her chat was screaming that the remaining dogs had been kidnapped. Fearing for her dog's safety, she rushed over to the doghouse and found a picture of P-Dog, along with a book that had a message written inside of it. The book read, "I have P-Dog. He is safe. For now. You have until Monday 15th January to give me the dragon egg you stole from us, or he will be executed. Glory to the AE." Kara Corvus, the Empress of the Corvarian Empire, soon heard about the dognapping of P-Dog and quickly rushed to Antarctica to try and save it. Kara arrived and used the same piston X-ray glitch Phil used to find the fake P-Dog and found the real P-Dog hidden. Kara then retrieved P-Dog and set on a journey to return it to its home. Phil was notified by Twitter of this event and quickly logged on and intercepted Kara mid-dognapping. He then recaptured P-Dog and explained the situation going on to Kara, and after some brief discussion, agreed that P-Dog should be treated humanely and with care. Wilbur then finally logged onto the server and quickly found the love letter and map art Phil had left for him. Pete then told him he had heard horrible things, but he was very vague as to what was horrible. He read the book and went into a panic. It was already the 14th of January, and if you can recall, philza said P-Dog would be killed on the 15th. Wilbur quickly called Sophie and asked for her help. They discussed the current situation and agreed that they were no match for the might of the Antarctic Empire. Wilbur made his way to the Eiffel Tower that Sophie had built, and they went to a restaurant to have a meal. Wilbur joked about how there was only a few hours until P-Dog was slain, but inside, he was in fear for his dog's safety. Voiceover Pete had also mentioned to Wilbur that he was saddened by the fighting between mates. After the meal, Wilbur requested that philza join the voice chat so that he could return the dragon egg and get back P-Dog. Phil was reluctant at first because he had already been tricked 2 times and was unwilling to get tricked again. Wilbur though requested to be picked up by Phil so they could negotiate. Phil agreed and flew to pick Wilbur up. They both flew back to the Antarctic Empire and began discussing the situation they were in. Wilbur then explained to his chat that he had the dragon egg, and due to the Antarctic Empire needing Wilbur's egg, the Empire stole P-Dog so they could get Wilbur to hand it over. Everyone called Wilbur out for lying, and also, one viewer pointed out that it was originally Sneaksnag's egg. Wilbur denied all of the accusations his chat was making and rejoined the voice chat with philza. Wilbur then continued his mind games with philza and reminded him that he had been tricked multiple times. Wilbur also stated his disliking of the area around Techno's castle and called it ugly. He did say he liked Phil's iron farm though. Wilbur then explored more of the Antarctic Empire's land to stall as Sylvie and Sophie were both on their way. After arrival, Wilbur asked the two if they had lava buckets, which Techno noticed and called him out for. As Wilbur stood on the ARG sundial, he noted that the Empire was trying to seize all the dragon eggs, but was met with backlash from the Antarctic Empire. As Phil stated, he only wanted to return the egg to Sneak. Wilbur began speaking again, but just as he started, a creeper came up from right behind and killed him. Pete stated that everything had gone to plan, and philza had gotten his revenge. Wilbur then explained that they both had something the other wanted, and that he only took the egg because philza already owned one, and Sneak would most likely not want it back. Wilbur then claimed he would likely burn the egg if P-Dog was slain, and that he had the power to determine P-Dog's fate. All the while, Sophie was begging for Wilbur to hand over the egg so that they could get their beloved P-Dog back. Pete then claimed that Wilbur had no heart, and that Wilbur did not care for his dog. Wilbur then replied with the Antarctic Empire had committed an act of terrorism. Phil then shut Wilbur up by laying out the situation. He had tricked the egg off of him and Sneak, which was a betrayal of the group's friendship. Philza then allowed Wilbur to go see P-Dog, so that he could pull some emotional strings. Turns out, Wilbur really didn't care about P-Dog as he pulled a grenade out and threw it at the dog. Philza simply picked up the grenade and noted that he had not pulled the pin, so it wouldn't explode. Sophie was angry at Wilbur and told him he was not allowed to negotiate anymore. Wilbur then realized he had no choice but to hand the egg back. So, he went into his ender chest, and took out the egg, but he also crafted a minecart. Many were confused, but suddenly, he bolted towards the Antarctic Empire's bridge to try to escape. The game wouldn't allow him to place the minecart though, and he was quickly killed by a flying Phil. Phil had finally retrieved the egg. Wilbur respawned and then pulled his chat to convince Phil to give him the dog back. Surprisingly, 60% of Wilbur's chat agreed that he should not get P-Dog back. Wilbur said he was confused why his chat had pulled this, as they all loved P-Dog. Phil ultimately gave Wilbur another choice, and it was decided that Sophie would get custody of P-Dog, as she was the one who took care of him anyways. Phil then gave Wilbur a grenade and opened a hole in P-Dog's prison. Phil wanted to see Wilbur's true colors. Wilbur threw the first grenade, but not at P-Dog. Phil then gave him another grenade and told him if Wilbur killed P-Dog himself, Phil would give Wilbur the egg they had been fighting over. Wilbur gave the grenade back and told him that he would rather have Sophie take care of P-Dog than kill it. Phil suddenly then executed P-Dog, which shocked Wilbur and Sophie. They sprinted out of the prison and headed straight towards Phil's plane, but not before he explained that that was a fake P-Dog and not the real one. This was a relief to Wilbur and Sophie, as they thought P-Dog had just been killed. Wilbur was done with this, and threw a grenade at his feet and killed himself. Phil then gave custody of P-Dog to Sophie, and P-Dog was returned home. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. I'm planning on making a video on the second Dragon Egg War soon, so let me know if you want to see that. Anyways, that's all I have for now, so I'm going to take my leave. See ya!